Hey, I'm Issa Rae, and you're watching Coco Fab TV, and I'm living the dream.
I'm Sharice Nicole with Coco Fab TV, and I am so excited to be here once again with our girl, Miss Issa Rae. How are you?
Hey, girl, I am wonderful. Thank you for having me again.
We are here today to talk with you. We're on this lovely set of her talk show, Exhale. The set is incredible. The show is incredible. We're so proud of you. I mean, let's just talk about Issa for a minute. She has blazed the trail for all of us. Her critically acclaimed series on YouTube, Awkward Black Girl, is blowing up, and now you're expanding your brand with the release of your memoir. So we are so excited to talk to you today on the set of your talk show. My God, this girl is killing it. Yes, we're so excited. This is a part of our Living the Dream, series on Coco Fab, and we couldn't think of a better person to come and talk to who is living the dream that so many of us have. So thank you so much today for sitting down with us.
I never thought that writing a book would be so hard, but I was extremely foolish.
What was the hardest part about it?
Switching from like writing scripts and screenplays to the narrative form, which is scripts and screenplays are more dialogue heavy, and this I had to like write prose and provide a narrative. It was just challenging, but I loved it overall. I loved finishing it. Some chapters, especially ones about like my family, where I really felt like a sense of catharsis, where I was like, okay, I haven't even like acknowledged these issues to myself or even talked about them. And I put them on paper, and I'm happy with it now. That it's out there, and even my dad read the book. I had put it in his hands because I was like, "There's stuff in here, Dad, that I'm putting out there, and I want you to be okay with it." And this is also stuff that I feel, and he read it and he responded really well to it, and that was like another moment, like stuff that I could never tell him he read, and it was great.
Please tell them what they can expect from this memoir.
You can expect, one, there's a guide for other awkwards. For people who are like me and struggle with their social lives, there's a handy dandy advice guide between the chapters. I talk about the guide to eating by yourself in public. Like, I eat ugly, and it's really, really hard to hide that. But I talk about for other people that, if you're dining out alone, there's a certain way to eat to not be noticed. There's a way to interact with other black people as an awkward person. So I have a guide. I listed the various types of black people and the way to interact with them as an awkward person. But just otherwise, it's just various stories about the things that made me who I am, made me awkward.
Okay, I'm gonna see some black people today. So I'm gonna need you to give me at least one tip on how to deal with it when I see some black people today.
One of my like favorite but least favorite black people is like the know-it-all about black people black person. They're the person that I was like, black people don't do that, girl. No, don't even try to do nothing because black people ain't go. They know everything there is about black people. So what you can't like win with them. Right. So all you have to do, the know-it-all about black people hate people who are kind of ignorant, who don't get it. Right. And so all you have to do is just play dumb, like, oh, really? Black people don't do that, so I can't? Really, that's true? And then they'll walk away from you. It's really, there's strategic moves. There's layers for people. Okay. So, I mean, give me a person and I'll tell you how to navigate it.
Oh, my God. You're like an expert. I see Dr. Phil-ish kind of stuff in your future. Yeah. That's just what I see.
Yeah, I'm balding, too, so.
A mess. Girl, so we are so excited about the memoir. What's the name of it?
It's called The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl after the series, and just because I relate in my personal life.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of this series, I mean, what's crazy to me is that sometimes we have these visions that come in our head and these ideas and things that we want to do that just seem impossible. And you were brave enough to put that vision on YouTube and turn it into something that's now become a memoir and has also become a series. Is the series the same title? Because I know you have a series that's coming out on HBO.
So I have a series with HBO. It's actually a different title, different. This one is also closer to my life. I'm just putting my life out there, but this one focuses around two black best friends, and what happens as they approach their 30s. It's fun. It's super fun. I'm really really proud of it, and it's based off of one of my real life best friends. So she knows. She knows.
Okay, as long as she knows.
She knows.
Okay. I love to hear that. Not only are you creating the content, but you're starring in the content. What? I can't wait to see it. I predict Emmys, Golden Globes. I'm just, yes, I'm putting it out in the universe. Yes, please receive it. Please tell me, because that happens to be a dream of mine, and I know a lot of people out there. Tell me what that process is like for you working on your first big television and network series.
This has been a very long process, and coming from the internet and going to television. The internet, I'm so used to having an idea, putting the team together, producing it, and it's out
done,
there.
yeah.
Yes. So here, more people are involved, and HBO it's specifically, they know what they want. They have a specific brand to maintain, and they're really, really smart about their notes, but at the same time, they really take their time because they're like we know what we're doing. We make hits, and so they don't really have the same sense of urgency that I do. So that's the only difference, and that's the only, like, I guess you would call it a downside, but it's really not because I'm impatient. But I've really been like fostering this show and making it my own, and it goes from pitch, it goes from draft to draft to draft, and it's just really just talking about what I want the show to be.
What's the name of the show? Does it have a title yet?
It's called Insecure.
Okay. Oh, I like it. Yes. That is my platform. Learn to love your. It is, girl. Learn to love yourself. That's another thing we talked about the last time. The Me Too movement, honey, because all of us are insecure, and we all look at you and say, "Me too."
Yeah, I mean that's a big part, and it's just acknowledging that. Like I'm always like I'm a big proponent of being confident in your flaws, and I'm confident in my insecurities. Like I make them work for me at the end of the day, because you have to. You know they're there. You know you're flawed, so you might as well own them.
Well, that's what makes you beautiful and original. No one wants everybody to be a cookie cutter image of everybody else. So your insecurities and your flaws is what makes you amazing.
That's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, everyone amazing. Absolutely, yeah.
And I think this show is going to be something that every person can relate to. Women, men, young, old, all ethnicities.
I really, really hope so. And that's another thing. That's another fear. That's another insecurity that, like, you're putting your work out there. And I've been working on this for so long. I hope people like it at the end of the day.
So is that your greatest insecurity?
Right now, yeah, I have a fear of failure, but I have an even bigger fear of just not trying and asking, like, what if I didn't do this? Yes, regret is like a huge fear. So I would much rather try and fail all day, any day. Hey, I'm Issa Rae, and you're watching Coco Fab TV.